Hi everyone, welcome to my Flosstube number 8, número ocho. That's your mini lesson for today, possibly in Spanish. But yeah, welcome to my Flosstube number 8. My name is Ymir. AlmondMnMs is my channel. Also my Instagram if you want to go and check me out there. But yeah, I'm here today to talk about a little bit of my progress on some of my pieces and what I've been up to in the past week. The majority of the things that you're gonna hear about today are gonna be about cross stitch and a little bit about something else. So let's just jump right in. Did I say the date? Today's September 13th. It's Sunday. Yes, Sunday, 8:49 a.m. September 13th. This past week has been pretty interesting. Both work, personal, just being outside, usually during this time of the year, especially living in New York. With September 11th anniversary, sometimes it's a little bit interesting. The vibe, sometimes is a little bit off, which is pretty understandably. But yeah, so usually during September I'm just like, all right, let's just get past this date. But yeah, let's just keep on rolling on. This past week I don't think I've done much cross stitching. I've done bits and pieces, but the majority of it I'll blame it on other people. I'm not taking accountability for my actions today. I'll blame it on other people. So let's jump right in. I believe it was last week that I showed everyone, or that I shared with you all, my modern folk embroidery Quaker sampler, a secrets guide. I love this. I'm actually taking my time because I really like it, but it's also has a few issues. I did mention it last week. I did this motif. I stitched it one stitch up and up, if I'm not mistaken. But then here I have a little incy-wincy problem. So I'll show you guys. I don't have much progress, but I'll still show you. So this is where I'm at. So I believe last week I showed you maybe this much. So I got half a motif. I may have shown you half of this. So I got a motif and a half, let's say that. But see, this is where I'm saying I may have gone one stitch in and one stitch up, which kind of threw this one off a little bit, but all of you are saying to leave it alone, so I'll leave it alone. If it keeps on bothering me, by the time I'm almost done, or by the time I'm done, I can always go back and fix it. That's the great part of it. But here it's not that bad. You can't really tell. Apparently, anytime I point things out, you all don't notice it unless I point it out. But I'm gonna point it out because this is what we're here for, and there's no secrets here. So I have a little tinsy here. You see, this is really straight and this one is a little bit staggered. I started fixing it. I think I'm gonna have to go back to here. Wait, to here. And cut and edit it out. But it's just that I'm not touching up here. It's just a little line that I have to fix. But everything else is great. I'll blame this on Noah Stitches and Married with Stitches, because they did a live feed. No, what is it? Yeah, it was an Instagram live, and I want to say it was about 3 or 4 hours the other night. And first off, I don't even know why did I think it was going to be such a good idea to work on this sampler while we were on their live? Why did I think that? I don't know. The whole time we sat there laughing, they were cracking jokes, chit-chatting, and for me, I like to participate. I don't know if it's the student in me for the past all the years of my life. This year, by 2021, is going to be the first time in my life ever that I've never been in school. So my whole life. So I need to participate. So of course I was participating, chit-chatting, laughing, all this stuff. And my butt, can I say that? My hiney wasn't paying attention. So therefore, I got this situation. So next time around they have a live, either I ain't stitching or I'm gonna do some black work, because black work is very repetitive and you don't need to count. I don't know. Or I'll talk to you guys about the next thing that I'll probably be doing, because this ain't gonna be going. It's not gonna go on any type of live. Stitch with me perhaps, yeah, because we, the stitch with me are okay, but the live ones ain't gonna happen. So I got baby progress on that, but some progress is progress. Then I don't think you guys have seen this since probably episode 3, maybe episode 2. I think it's episode 2. I may be counting wrong based on my Spanish videos, so maybe episode 2, when I showed you all my black work stitch along from Peppermint Purple. So I'll show you here where I was. And this past weekend, well, actually all of yesterday, I focused on catching back up. And the reason why I focused on catching back up was because by Friday, the ending of the day, I was ready to go from work. I ran out of there so fast. I was telling, I think it was Michelle. Yeah. It was either Michelle or Julie, Michelle Bendy, or Julie, Colorado girl, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world, that I was out Friday. Oh, I had my bag packed up at 4:55. I was punching in my number to clock out 4:59. Put my fingerprint at exactly 5 o'clock, and I had the elevator open. I was out. By the time they started looking for me to ask me a question, I was already on the train. That's how fast I wanted to get out of there. So starting like Friday, I don't know, I woke up with crazy anxiety, but it's probably also because of the date. And then yesterday, the same thing. So I was just like, you know what? Before I have to continue, putting in stitches in this and probably having to frog again, because this is either a 32 or a 36 count Lugana. I think it's 32 over 1. I'm gonna save myself the time and the hassle, and I'm gonna do something else. So that's what I did. So I caught up a little bit on my Save the Stitches. I believe the last time I was with you all was here. So I did all of this. And usually, if you haven't noticed, I'll get a little bit closer. I don't know if the glare. I'll keep it here. If you haven't noticed, usually if I skip something, it's because I know if I continue, I'm gonna have to frog it. So I moved on to the next one. This one is a little complicated one. It's not that bad, but I wasn't feeling good. So I skipped it and kept it moving to this one, and then this one. I believe I have perhaps another one of this and another one of this. No, actually I have one of this and then this, and then I'll be all caught up. So I may finish that today and then walk into the week free. And it's actually making me feel a little bit better to catch up on this, because I've been pushing it off because I keep on getting squirreled all around. I don't know why, but I do know why. My issue is that I've been binge watching everyone. And last weekend I did Cocoa Mystery, Rocio and Gazpacho. So I caught up all on theirs, so I'm good. This week I've been doing Julie from Kansas City, Girl in a Colorado World. So I've been catching up all day. So all day yesterday, I didn't do a lot, but every day throughout the week I make sure to listen to 2 or 3 videos at least. She probably thinks that I'm a weirdo because I keep on commenting on all of them, but it's hilarious. But going into that, I have a new method of shopping, and this is all thanks to Julie. I'm gonna blame her, because she did one more thing aside from changing my method of shopping. So excuse me, the main thing is I've decided to shop once a week. So I think what I'm gonna do is possibly shop on Mondays, mainly because every single time I'm watching her videos, and remember, I'm binging on her videos, so I'm watching at least 2 or 3 videos a day during the week. During the weekends, I don't know, a lot of them. But every single time I finish her video, or not, I don't even finish her video, I'm watching her video and I pause it, go to Etsy, go to wherever she's telling us to go, because she's saying, oh yeah, I got this here. Girl, guy, whichever category. She's basically like, here you go, buy this. And that's exactly what I've been doing. So I think on Thursday I realized, I'm like, hold up, because I went into my Etsy account. We all go on Etsy, but I went into my Etsy account and I'm like, hold up, I made, I swear, no joke, 4 orders from the span of 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. 4 orders in one day. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just order on Mondays, place all my orders on Monday, and hopefully they're here by Saturday, Sunday when I'm recording, because it ain't gonna work. But yeah, I've been catching up on all of her videos. I went all the way back to episode 1, which is great, because now I don't feel like I'm missing stuff. Yeah, I'm missing some stuff because now I'm working from the top to the bottom, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna meet in the middle. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and it's her fault. It's also her fault because in one of her videos, I want to say 17, I know it was the teens, she mentioned English paper piecing, and I know I'm probably behind on this. Yeah, I'm probably behind on this, especially for those of you who are quilters, but she mentioned about English paper piecing, and at that time, this is 2 years ago, she was starting to dabble into this. I don't know where she's at now. Don't spoil it for me. She just started showing stuff, and I'm like, what is that? Pause. Google, Instagram, Etsy. Problem. I think I paused her video probably for like a good hour and a half, and I didn't realize that I went down the rabbit hole. So, Julie, your fault. Look what you did to me. Bad. She's creating a monster. But yeah, so if you're interested into quilting, and English paper piecing is basically you use paper to in between your fabric as you're doing the little pieces, so you're basically doing tessellations, so it's evened side, or basically how do I explain it? We can start off with hexagon. The most popular piece is a hexagon, so you take a hexagon and all the sides, and then you kind of like marry them together, and you keep on creating like these bigger pieces. So you take, let's say, example, so you take this is my square. We'll start off with the square. So then this is my paper, so you put it here, right? So what you're doing is you're doing this, you're doing that, and then you're going all around. So you're stitching, you're doing like a little whip stitch. Well, you're doing like a basting to baste all your corners, right? So you'll have like 1,000 of these little squares, and they're tiny baby squares. And then you take another one, you mirror it, and then you whip stitch, and then you keep on doing it around. And then eventually you'll have bigger pieces, and at that point you can come flick the edges and pull the piece out, and there you have a beautiful shape. That's the crash course of English paper piecing. There's a wonderful history about it. I suggest to look it up, but that's what she did to me. I went down a rabbit hole. But while that was also happening, she didn't recommend anything on Etsy that I shopped that I'm gonna talk about this week about, but because I was looking at something else, because I got smart and I started adding things to my cart, I got a suggestion, and it was, I want to say, let me look it up, I got my phone, I want to say it's Quantified Design on Etsy. I purchased 2 patterns, and I'm not a Halloween girl. I didn't grow up celebrating Halloween, never did trick-or-treating. I know, gasp now. I never did trick-or-treating, never dressed up, never did any of that. So growing up, or even as an adult, so I'm not a Halloween girl. But I did find 2 patterns that I like, and they are skulls, very Halloweeny, or you guys can judge it for yourself. I don't know, but they can fit and fall under Halloween. And the first one is All Souls Band, right here. The second one is All Souls Virlanden. This is where my Spanish and English gets messed up. So the first one and the second one. So I bought both of them from Quantified Design on Etsy. And because it has all of these like skulls, like letters, like really like spooky looking things, and bats, I'm actually excited. I don't know, like I don't want to say I don't like Halloween stuff, but it's not my thing, and everyone has their own thing. But there's something about these two patterns that I'm just like, I gotta stitch this. That being said, I was just like, I need something special. So I've been on a hunt for floss to use this for. And when I saw them, I kind of had the vision of like, do you all remember Gushers? The Gushers candy? Like you have like, it's hard, but like when you chew into it, it like gushes out. So it kind of like reminded me of like the gushy like candy goo. And before I go into that, let me deviate. Just want to make it clear, although my channel and my Instagram is called AlmondMnMs, I don't eat almond M&Ms all the time. I don't eat candy all the time either. I barely eat candy. I barely even eat sugar. I don't drink soda, juice, or anything like that. It's all water. But when I do need candy, that's what I eat. So I would say we're a candy-free household. Just wanted to throw it out there. We're pretty healthy around here, but you know, sometimes you gotta indulge it. That's one of my indulgences. I made up one of those, possibly. I don't know, but you know what I mean. That being said, I don't know. I had a color in mind, and I was just like, I can't find it. So what did I do? I previously mentioned that I may start going into dyeing my own fabrics and floss, etc. So I was cleaning up and I found my old college notebook where I had a lot of formulas, recipes for mixtures of fabric dyes that I did when I was in college and working on a lot of textiles. And I decided, don't judge me because I still have the ties on it, I decided to dye 50 yards because warning, I'm not sure, I think both of them or one of the two patterns that I just mentioned from this Etsy shop does not have, I think one of them does not have the floss count. So based on my classic one over one stitching, I will say I may need about 10, no, I will say I may need about 3 skeins of floss DMC. So I went ahead and used floss and measured out 50 yards and I dyed it. So this is where I'm at. So yeah, I did like this whole, don't judge me, I have the ties still on, but I think it's true to color, the white. But yeah, I did like this whole, like, I don't know, like it reminds me of like bloody bruising, you know, like those fake makeup art. So you have like the fake black eye and then it's all like bloody, and reminds me of that. So it's kind of what I did. I added the purples and the reds. I don't know if I should go back and make the purples deeper, but yeah, that's where I am. Let me know. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty dark. I think it's, yeah. So I think I'm gonna use that for this. Perhaps both. Let me know which one you think I should stitch first. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Aside from that, I haven't been up to much all week, aside from catching up on everyone. I would like to give a special thank you to Lisa from the Kindred Stitcher, because she mentioned me in one of her recent videos. And although I'm catching up on everyone's floss tubes, I'm pretty caught up on hers. And I do watch all of my regular subscriptions. I'm pretty much subscribed to everybody. But I'm watching all my regular subscriptions plus catching up on Flosstube. And I saw her recent video from last week and she mentioned me. And I am greatly appreciative of that. Thank you. And thank you to everyone for actually coming over and subscribing, following me on Instagram, interacting with me, chit-chatting, and just showing the love. Like, I'm so happy, and I'm gonna keep on saying this every week. So happy to be part of this community. You guys are amazing. The things that everyone is sharing, the conversations that we're having, you guys are all awesome. Like, I am eternally grateful to be a part of this and to meet each and every single one of you. But yeah, she mentioned me on her recent video and I was like, oh, that's me. She's talking about me. Yay. Yay. It's probably a baby bee. It just flew by. My boyfriend got mad at me because there was a bee in the house the other day, but those don't bite. But yeah, so I'm grateful for that, and I am eternally happy to have met everyone, and thank you to everyone that keeps on subscribing, that keeps on giving me feedback, chatting me up, and coming back. That's the important thing, that you actually keep on coming back, and thank you for that. Sorry, I'm fidgeting. Thank you for that. And then on top of that, I also wanted to mention that if you are coming from somewhere that someone has recommended you to come, please let me know. Let me know, because I want to make sure that I'm not missing anyone. But aside from that, thank you for tuning in. It's a shorter video. I wanted to give everyone a quick update of what I'm up to. And until next week, thank you. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and happy stitching.